Scientists are stunned as a piece of the sun breaks off. New York Post reports that scientists were recently baffled after watching material break off of the sun's surface. The remarkable phenomenon, which created a tornado-like swirl around the sun's northern pole, was captured by NASA on the James Webb Space Telescope. Material from a northern provenance just broke away from the main filament and is now circulating in a massive polar vortex around the north pole of our star, Dr. Tamither Skov, space weather forecaster, via Twitter. Material from a northern provenance just broke away from the main filament and is now circulating in a massive polar vortex around the north pole of our star, Dr. Tamither Skov, space weather forecaster, via Twitter. New York Post reports that a prominence is a large, bright feature that extends out from the surface of the Sunday. According to Scott McIntosh, the deputy director at the National Center for Atmospheric Research, researchers do not know the cause of the unique event. Once every solar cycle, it forms at the 55-degree latitude and it starts to march up to the solar poles. It's very curious. There is a big why question around it. Scott McIntosh, deputy director at the National Center for Atmospheric Research, via New York Post. Why does it only move toward the pole one time and then disappear and then come back, magically, 3 or 4 years later in exactly the same region? Scott McIntosh, deputy director at the National Center for Atmospheric Research, via New York Post. New York Post reports that some experts suggest it has something to do with the sun's magnetic field. Solar projections can disrupt GPS systems, power grids, and even radio signals. According to Space.com, the sun has already shot multiple, powerful flares at the Earth this month as it approaches peak activity for its current 11-year cycle in 2025.